Hello, Factorio people. Welcome back to the reverse mega base. It's lithium time. Oh god. Oh god, oh no. It's lithium time. If you didn't see Sunday's episode where we did the calculations, then maybe watch that one. But obviously I'm no boss of anybody. Don't need this anymore. Did I do anything in between sessions? Maybe a bit of tidying up of some things. Maybe a few bits of tidying up and whatnot. I honestly don't remember. I definitely did do something. I wish I could remember what it was. I think I added a whole bunch of trains for some reason. Anyway. Lithium. We need stone to turn into sand. 5 of those into 5 of these. Into just one of these. Into just one of these. Into 22 electrolysis plants. So let's, shall we? Just let's. Alright, let's start with 5 of these. And tie them into 5 of these as best we can. We'll build it across and we can always squeeze it over. I don't know how much space this is going to take. The grinders. Are they called grinders? Crushers. Grinder. That's something else. That's another thing. Only need to be this wide, which means we can take... Oh, like, comment, and subscribe. I forgot to say that bit. Make sure you do that. That's very important. Beacon is in the way. I know. Where's the power going to go? Guess we're going to have to do it like this. Is that covering all of those? Not quite. And then I need a bit of stone. You can put it in the output, but it's because more things make sand than just the stone. That's fine, we made the notes. This is correct. We need 5 of these into these, and then this also needs some water. Is this the best way to do this? This doesn't need that much stone. So that's fine. And then stone can come in like this. That's fine. But I need the water to come in. And I didn't think about that at the time. That doesn't really make any sense. Because I need pipage. Oh no, it's fine. I'm going to do it like this. I forgot I had space there like that. I'm going to do it like this. There we go. And then 5 of these is 1 pump jack. As long as it's under 1200 water per second. Oh, 1250 in Krastorio. And we can use 2 as well. We can put 1 on this end and 1 on the other end, so that's also fine. 5 of those. Right, and each 5 of those need to go into 5 of these? Was it just 1 of these? Why did I not make any notes? It was 1 of these. It was 1 of these. Or something. I was like, oh, I won't put a combinator down because I only need the 1. And now I regret doing that because now I don't remember if I didn't put the combinator down because I only needed 1 of them, or if I just forgot to put it down. I'm pretty sure I only need the 1. Because this just makes so much. And then this makes... The real difficult bit is then tying together all of the hydrogen and chlorine so that nothing ever gets stuck. This also feels like it's too many substations. I do this a lot, and this is a little pro tip for you, is powering, when you're doing modular tiled builds like this, putting the power supplies in is not necessarily good to do first. Because, I mean, this isn't going to reach to here, so I am going to need this one. This would actually come over one and it wouldn't make any difference. And I would get the substation there. There and there. Does that look odd? I mean, yes, it does, but... 20 effect sources. 20 effect sources. It does look weird. But then I'd want like this one here instead. Nah. Not for the sake of one tile. I'll just do it like this. But then this one can go here and here. Yeah, again, it's not really hugely important. Then this one... Yeah, and then we'll do this, and then this one here. There we go. That's good enough. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? There is a substation Mark II in Krastorio 2, but you have to enable it in the settings because it's not. So I don't really use it because it's there's a little tooltip on the settings menu that says, you can use this if you want, but you know, it's not like, doesn't have its own art or anything like that. It's just there, just exists. So I'm deciding to not use them. Supply area 24 by 24. It's not, you know. Anyway, other than that aside, we'll get this done. This was only one belt of stone, wasn't it? Or was it two? It was 3. What's happened? Oh, because I don't have a... It needs 3. It's because these don't have a recipe set, so they can't... Right, anyway. 5 is... I made a note, look, 5. I made the note. 5 like this. I made the note. Oh no, these will overproduce, that's right. Yeah, no, 5 of these only needed... It needed 15.75 thousand per minute, but 5 of these massively overproduced, but I didn't want to do 3 into 5, so I was just going to give each one its own stone production thing. So this actually only needs to be 3, is that right? 15.75, this is 15.8, yeah, only 3 of these, which is less than 1 belt. So yeah, if I feed 1 belt of stone into this, that will work. That is correct. I remember now. This is the pros and cons of doing this in 2 sessions and not recording the 2 sessions back to back, which I maybe should have done. So I actually I recorded the first session of this 4 days ago. These belts are backwards. They actually are backwards. It's not that it looks backwards because the frame rate doesn't tie in with that rolling shutter effect. Anyway, I keep saying anyway. Going off on a long tangent today. I just want to get this done. I really just want to get this done and dusted. So this only outputs 2 gases, but herein lies the problem. We need equal parts hydrogen and chlorine because the recipe is 50 chlorine, 50 hydrogen. But the outputs are not balanced. You get more hydrogen out than chlorine. But the chlorine comes back around from the output. So let's put the lab down and we'll see if we actually need to buffer any of the... Am I going to get away with that? I don't think I am. It would be nice if I could get away with it, right? I also might end up having to put this the other way around. This way. So that the 22 lithium labs, you know, that might be a better idea to work on it like that. Alright, let's cut this out. Can't flip or glip anything with those, so that's annoying. But this is fine. This is fine, it's just this needs to be the other way around. This needs to be this way around. Yeah. Alright, and then the science lab may as well go to the top. Just put it there. Am I in a logistics zone? Yes. Where's all my stuff then? Thank you. So this could go, if we tighten this up a bit, rotate it so that the inputs are on the wider side. This could go like there. I mean, it could go there, but that substation is kind of concerning. But let's try it. Because then the chlorine... I'm also going to need a chlorine input from the output of the lithium process, so I'm probably going to have to do something like this so that the chlorine can come back around the top. And then the hydrogen is like this, but then like it'd be nice if this tied up to this. And vice versa. This one is fine. This is okay. So then that could be like that, I suppose. No, that doesn't make any sense. The other option is to have the hydrogens go around the top slightly, like this. Which might be sensible because then I can put tanks here if I need to. Don't have a logistics request for these huge storage tanks. Give me a stack of those, please. Please tell me they're in the thing. Yes, they are. Krastorio has much higher storage tank entities. Has the default 25. It has a large one of 50 and it has a huge one of 200,000. Come on. Any day now. Here they are. I mean, this is a long way. Doesn't look like much, does it? But this is still quite a long way, especially for the robots. I daren't move, because if I leave the logistics network, there they are. Thank you. What? That wasn't even it. Here they are. Here they are. The second post. The post that hurts the most. There we go. So like the hydrogen could go in here with a pump. And then the chlorine could go on this side with a pump back this way. No. No, I want this to... Because this output of the chlorine here is also going... it's too complicated. It's too complicated. Let's just leave this like this for now. And any excess can go into the tank, and we'll see. Not that there's going to be excess, because there's more hydrogen produced than chlorine. Anyway, this is going to be a nightmare. I need to stop saying anyway, I apologise. I can move all of this over by 1. And then it's powered, and then the output can come this way. Right. Just need to get these pipes all sorted. Oh, I wish you could deconstruct at the same time as holding a blueprint. Oh my god. Don't need this one. These need to tie together here. Yep, like that. We also need 4 of this build, so it better be good. Okay, good. And then the hydrogen chloride, hydrogen chloride comes out and goes into a separate advanced lab, just the one of those, making lithium chloride. So then that can just be this again, I suppose. Just don't give me any other pipes. Okay, that's fine. That can just be this one instead, not a problem. But then the mineral water needs to come in from somewhere. These iron pipes are... the second station is going to be like roughly here, but I don't think this iron pipe is going to go... oh my god, it's going to go. It's going to go by exactly the exact... it's exactsies. Good lord. I don't know if you get any benefit from hooking both inputs up. Like here, I haven't done that, but I don't actually think you get any benefit. Right. Exactsies, look at that. How incredible is that? I'm going to put a pump here just because there's a substation there, so it's good practice. And then the lithium chloride can come out of this nice little gap here into 22 of these that need the lithium and the water. 22. Because we need 88 of these in total. So I decided to make 4 stations of 22. Should I make 4 stations of 24 just so that it's nice round numbers? It's never going to be a nice round number, is it? Is the problem. The question is can I do this like twice? No, because the output doesn't really go anywhere. Oh no, it would. That doesn't need to be an output like that. I do actually have enough room here to do an output like this. And then the same down here. And then this one can be on this. I've got the same problem with the water, where I actually need 3 spaces to get the water in. And are the substations going to reach from side to side? They're not. Okay, this is a disaster. I mean, it'll reach from this way to this way. I'm going to have to take one of these out, aren't I? There's no 2 ways about this. This one's going to... one of these is going to have to go, and then I'm going to have to run the numbers again, which is really unfortunate, but... can't even squeeze this in here to get the substation in. No, I can. If I do it like that, I can. And then the substation can go there, which powers everything. Okay. Okay. Just hook it up to electricity so I can run the numbers. It was like 20,000, wasn't it? Anyway, factoriolab.github.io. 19,367. 22 will still suffice. Just 19,578. It's a bit closer than I would like. So what if I did do 24 of these then? 24 times 4 is 96. 21,000. That's probably safer. So then this, the second one down, you can just swap these. This one. So that then the lithium that comes out will go one there and one there. The lithium coming out of the... Does this use enough lithium to warrant using a loader? I don't think it does. That's just going to create an unnecessary buffer. It's only using 4 per second. Alright, yeah, get rid of these. Use inserters for this. This will do easily 4 per second. And then we won't have like this loading up with 2,000 lithium chloride in the stack. So it would permeate. The lithium chloride is going to permeate down the line a bit faster. Alright, so then we need 12 of these. Is that enough? Have we got enough water for this? Yes, easily. 12 of these. Get rid of this now. Where is this starting? Is it starting there? No, because the beacons are in a silly place for that. I mean, I guess I can waste some beacons, right? Like, it's not critical that... Unless I do it like this. No, I also can't do that because then the output of the lithium is not in a sensible place. So I may as well move it down. Seems wasteful. I know beacons aren't that expensive, but I like all my builds to... It's just not going to happen, is it? Let's be honest. I'll line it up with this side at least. It's not like beacons are expensive. The singularity beacons are expensive, but those are the ones that don't tile at all. So let's bung this. At least so it lines up, I suppose, with both sides. There and there. No, but then this doesn't line up. It's a disaster. Alright, make it line up with that then. Change my mind. Like this. Okay. Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of all of it. Just get rid of it. Put it in the bin. Put it in the bin. And then 12 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here they come. Oh, that's so satisfying, this bit. Come on, be satisfying. Moderately satisfying. Oh, I didn't think of the chlorine output. No! No, I forgot the chlorine needs to come out. Cripes. It's alright, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. This one can be here. This will reach. So then this one... Where are you gonna go? Well, if it fits one way, it must fit the other, you fool. Why are you being such a fool about it? Thank you. These belts are the wrong way around now, but... Yeah, if it fits one way, it fits the other. So this one goes here. Like that. Yeah, so get rid of all of this. And paste this down. Probably should have done this bit as well. But then this, you see this can then tie up here. Look at that, it's like it was planned. It was not planned. Just to, yeah, I know I said that in like a jokey sort of, ooh, it's almost like this was all planned out in advance. It genuinely wasn't. Okay, now where are the outputs going? Are these all the right way around? Yeah. Is this even half a belt of lithium? It is almost one exact belt. The problem is I don't trust these halves to line up. I know what's going to happen is I'm going to like go, well, this is one half and this is one half, so ta-da, side loading two halves. It's not going to work. Like this one is going to have not enough output, but whatever. Alright, bung you into a chest just to test it. I'd like to simulate the mineral water, but that's going to be kind of awkward. I'm going to have to do some weird stuff here to simulate that. Simulate unbarreled empty mineral water barrel. There we go. And then you are full of mineral water barrels. Nitrogen, mineral water barrel. You do this. And I've put this slightly a silly place. But then also the barrels themselves need to come out afterwards, so get rid of them. Is that going to be enough? 180,000 per minute. Yeah, I think it'll be enough. Okay, so that's that sorted. So then make this stone. And we'll see, shall we? Grinding the sand. The sand is going in. I forgot the water. Alright, I've got infinite landfill and water fill, so I will do this wherever and then decide where the best place for it to go is. Don't water fill yourself. That kills you. I should put these in a different place. Because I also want the water pump jacks on here. Why don't these have speed modules in? Did the real design of them have speed modules in? Have I made a mistake here? I don't know. I'll put speed modules in anyway. Whatever. So that, as you can see, is filling up the hydrogen and the chlorine tanks. That is making ungodly amounts of lithium chloride, so then all we need to do is tie that up with the water. Just put water into both of these rows. aren't you working? Ah, these are all the wrong way around. Flipping hell. This one doesn't have power by one tile, because these are all moved over slightly. That's gross. How did I get all of this so wrong? Be nice if you could hold R and it rotated it as you moused over it. You know? That's asking a lot, I realise. Okay, it's working. Is it working well enough? That's what we need to know. It's very slow anyway. Like, it's not a fast process. Which is why we need so much of this. Okay, so then the big issue is a magazine that the homeless sell. The biggest issue here is that if this chlorine tank ever gets full, the whole process shuts down, and as you can see, it's filling up faster than it's filling up basically. So if we just do a quick rate calculator on the whole thing, we can see what's going on here. Right, per minute. Mineral water, obviously not a problem. Water, it doesn't matter. Hydrogen chloride, we're making it too fast, but that's okay. We're making a lot more hydrogen than we need. Sand is not a problem. Chlorine, yeah. The simple solution is to merely burn off the hydrogen and the chlorine. I feel like we shouldn't have to do that. I'm going to take the speed modules back out because I feel like they weren't, because you can't prod module them. I feel like I just left them empty, and that's probably breaking all of my calculations that I did. I mean, the crafting speed is 15.75, so if we put the speed modules in, it goes up to 16.75. Which means we can take out 1.5 of these for it to... Oh no, that's still not quite right. Still a bit too slow. So just basically, just leave it. It's not perfect, I realise. This makes 47,000 hydrogen, 31,000 chlorine. This needs equal parts of chlorine and hydrogen, which it can use as fast as it likes. This, obviously, as we can see here, makes enough, but then this outputs the 10,000 missing chlorine that this process needs. Oh, this is actually... The 10,000 is still actually not enough. Surely this is not... Surely this is enough chlorine. Is it going up or down now? Oh, the process has stopped because I forgot to turn this off. Alright, what's that doing for the chlorine situation? 54, 53... Is it going up or down? I'd like to separate these pipes out so that this output is always working. Which means not linking this up here. It means doing this. So it goes straight into here. Like that. And then this can then have a pump. So this is still making too much of everything, but you can see here the hydrogen is... Like, this is already full, so this is now backed up with hydrogen. So it's not making chlorine fast enough. Because it won't make fresh chlorine until there's room for the hydrogen to go somewhere. Thankfully that's not having a huge effect on this at the moment. But like you can see here, these are just doing nothing now. But because there's a lot of hydrogen in here already, this will definitely break. I'm not happy. The solution is, as I say, to just burn the stuff off, but it shouldn't have to come to that. This should be a closed system where everything works. And also this issue is happening where this doesn't output fast enough, because even though this says it's less than half a belt, there's still not actually enough space. That should work. That should work. It's okay, I'll just do the old Shift L thing on the first 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Which means this needs to be this instead. Same here, Shift L. Shift L is a really awkward hotkey because you can't do it with your hand on the mouse at the same time. Oh, I've lost count. It's fine. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that should all be outputting now. Okay. Has that had an effect on the amount of chlorine we're using? No, chlorine's still going up. The thing is we're using the hydrogen and the chlorine to make this. So the fact that these are full up is not. I don't understand. I don't understand how much hydrogen chloride does this actually need? It doesn't tell me. It's this one that I need to know. 8,000 per minute. And this uses... No, wait. 8,000 per minute to make 5,600 lithium per minute, and this uses... This doesn't even use the correct amount of lithium. I wonder if I should take away the beacon so that it is actually producing exactly the right amount. 3,900, that was a bit too less, wasn't it? Yeah. 4,600, just get rid of the one. 4,300, alright, fine, go back, whatever. It's still overproducing slightly, but that should then mean that this... But this is vastly overproducing. We definitely don't need all of these beacons. Like, this is outrageous. 6,600 hydrogen chloride. This could make 56,000 if it was full. The thing is when this is full, this is when it breaks. Because then this can't output the chlorine. And so then it doesn't make fresh lithium because the chlorine output is full, but if it can't make fresh lithium, then this doesn't work, so then this doesn't work, so then, you know. So the solution seems to be, even though it looks like the whole thing should be a closed system, it's just not. This would need, this makes 10,600 chlorine. 10,600 on this gives you just about equal amounts of chlorine and hydrogen, but not quite. But this can't use it fast enough. Like, this makes so much of this hydrogen chloride that you're always going to have. Alright, so this is full now, so this is where things start to break. As soon as these pipes get full, which is almost happening. They're very slowly filling up. It would be nice if I was smart enough to work out how to use the fluid system properly. But I don't think you can. It might be that I just overproduce here, that like this isn't necessary. Have I got any flare stacks in the... I do. That was smart of me. I'm sure I did this calculation though. I'm sure I did this. It's stopped, you see, it's broken. The chlorine can't come out of here, so it can't use fresh lithium chloride. Flare stacks, hello? My robots, they're so slow. Is science doing anything? Yeah, it is. It's in fact been working at exactly 5,000 a minute for the last hour, so good for me, I suppose. It's just going to take a very long time to do the next mining production. Mining productivity 46. It's going to take 423,000 tech cards. Maybe 5,000 science per minute was under. Maybe I should have aimed higher. No, because I'm using 5,000 cards, but there's also the productivity bonus, right? So... Anyway, just double it. I'll just double it. Alright. So if I put a flare stack, like... It's so annoying that they don't line up one to one. Like, ugh. If I put a flare stack there, and then... No, I'd like them powered automatically by what... I'm gonna have to... it's just a mess. Fluids are such a mess, why? Am I moving this at all? It could come down a bit. It honestly could come down a bit, couldn't it? It's a bit close to the top. Where's this horrible spaghetti up here? It burns 4,500 of those. You can see that that's kicked it all off again. You shouldn't do it like this, you should put it with a pipe and a circuit condition. But even one flare stack is... there's still so much hydrogen going on. I turn this off. It's just working through the rest of the grind. So it works through the rest of the grind, we'll see what happens. Chlorine's full. Oh, yeah, of course, this pipe is... Oh, that's interesting. Probably should fix that as well. What I should do is I should probably have this all actually tied up like this. So that it all goes into the same storage tank. And then comes out the other way. So then it's at least got room for all the chlorine. Okay, so if we turn this one off, how does that affect the amount of chlorine in the system? Still going up. This is overworking still. 6,600 is just an ungodly amount. Or rather, the 36,000 that this can produce. Get rid of the prod modules. That might help. Using things actually in a 1-to-1 ratio. I mean, yeah, that's the other option, is to just take the prod modules out, so that I mean, the prod modules here is fine. It's these ones. If nothing had productivity modules, it would be a closed system and it would all work. You get the same amount of chlorine out that you put in. But the prod modules just confuse it. So you're always going to get more chlorine out than you put in if everything's got productivity modules. Whoops. That was Shift C, wasn't it? Even distribution there. How has this happened? I don't know. Alright, well, fine. The absolute idiot, foolproof way of doing this is to just have this. And unfortunately this needs power, which is kind of annoying. I suppose I could put it there like that. And then have your flare stacks here by the modules, by the beacons rather, so this one, like 3 there like that, and then another 3 there like that. All of these also having speed modules. These burning off your hydrogen here like this. These burning off your chlorine here like this, and then just a simple circuit condition that says when this has more than 199,000 hydrogen, just start burning it. And the same over here, but with chlorine. And then this will burn 25,000 chlorine per minute, just so that you've always got some space. That is the absolute foolproof way of doing it. And I would have liked to have done a nicer way. I would have liked to have sorted that. But I don't think it's possible with the productivity modules. You're telling me I never needed this one? You're telling me I could have done it with 4 this whole time? How did my calculations go so wrong? This is doing literally nothing. And everything is still working. Purge it. Purge everything. Yep. Oh well. Fair enough. Oh, that substation was powering something important. Ugh, ugly. Ugly. Slightly less ugly. Okay, well that's lithium for the most part. Get rid of this now. We know that it works. Get rid of this. This water's coming, and the mineral water's coming in here. It's just going to be a case of setting up the stations, and I'm sorry that you know, that took a long time, but it looks alright, doesn't it? Wouldn't you say? It looks alright. I don't know how I got my calculations up here so wrong. There was a whole extra machine that could just go. I mean, I know I said that about the stone grinding, but I'm surprised that this could have been was just 4 and 5. Like 5 is such an odd number. I don't know why I did it like that. So I will tidy this up, and then does this make enough lithium just for the cards? Is the question. 5,300. Because if it works, if it's enough just for this, Yeah, it's more than enough just for this. Then I'll just build this one. I'm not going to build 4 copies of this, because then if there are any mistakes, I'll have to change 4 copies. So I'll just leave this one for now. The rest of it goes into lithium sulfur batteries, so we'll leave this for now. Alright, thanks for watching. Do the old liking and the commenting and subscribing as you have been. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.